Hello there, anybody who's watching. Um, I'm making this video because for the first time in all what's going on, and it's crazy, but I decided to scare the shit out of myself yesterday and look up, is psoriasis an autoimmune disease? Turns out it is. Either skin or arthritis is an autoimmune disease. And so let me show you this. Ooh, that's one of my elbows. Here's the other one. It's probably the least. If you've watched any of my earlier videos, you've probably noticed I always have some flakes up here, but I've been taking care of it a little bit better. So my check mark, it's gone from you have asthma, you have heart disease. Sorry, let me pull this out a little bit. You have autoimmune disease. Great. So I'm going to work because I am essential and I appreciate that. I'm not complaining about that. I really love the idea that I get to go to work and still collect a paycheck and don't have to deal with the whole idea of unemployment. What hurts me, or what makes me angry, is that every day when I go to work, I stop at a gas station or drive through, and there's people everywhere, and none of them give a fuck. And I represent my company to the best I can. So when I'm in my uniform, I'm representing my company. But at the same time, I want to yell at these people and say, why the F are you out here putting someone like me at risk, who is a mother at home, who also has immune deficiency disorders? The economy is more important. Let's let 100,000 people, 500,000 people, a million people die as long as the economy is okay. Great. Now, I'm a hater who says there's way too many people in this world, but that doesn't mean I want people to die. But yet, people are saying, oh, we should all go back to the way it was. So, the lives of the many. No, sorry. Let me rephrase that. The death of the few do not outweigh the lives of everybody else. So let us allow for thousands or millions of people to die just so we can get back to business as usual. 2 years ago, I probably would have said the same fucking thing. But I'm not ready to look myself in the mirror and say that I'm going to allow or willingly let so many people die because you want to go back to work or reinvigorate the economy. It's a bunch of bullshit. What it is people saying, we don't want our government to tell us to stay home to save people's lives. And that's the fact. They're trying to tell you to stay home to save people's lives. But you would rather say, no, we have to go back to work because you don't want to sit at home. So at the same time, you're shitting on all those people that are working every day, like nurses, doctors, CNAs. Nobody ever talks about CNAs. People like me, a security officer for a gated community. Yes, that may sound a little over the top, but you know what? Those people want to make sure that I don't let these people into their community so they get infected by it. But yet every fucking day I go to my local establishments and there are people here in my state passing through so they can go fucking camping because they're like, well, we're out of work anyway, we might as well go camping. Go camping all the fuck you want. Stop stopping in my town, walking into my store. All the cases are in Maricopa, and you fucking Maricopa assholes are coming up here and walking into our Walmart, Safeways, and Bashes, spreading your shit. But you think, no, it's all a fucking hoax, and the curve has been suppressed, and it's getting hotter, so it's gonna go away. Good for you. Maybe 30 years from now, when everything changes, you'll be able to tell us you were right and I was wrong. Or I'll have to look back at you and say, I was right and you were wrong. And 3/4 of the population died or got sick and never recovered from their symptoms. Or you could have just fucking stayed home and made it a little safer for people like us than the small town. You could have just said, you know what? They're right. They can't tell me that I can go in and out of my house or tell me where I can go in my county. But maybe I should have just stayed home instead of going to a small county like Gila or Pinal or St. John's where there's barely any people, but you bring it to them by not asking or not doing what we asked you to do. Stay the fuck home. But yeah, you don't give a shit. And the federal government is going to start prosecuting people for, or governors for um, infringing on uh, human rights, constitutional rights. So, alright. Go out and have your fucking picnic and pass it on to everyone. I hope it makes you feel better. And when your grandma dies prematurely, don't blame us. Blame yourself for not listening to what they told you to fucking do. Okay, run over. I could go on and on and on, but reopening the country and putting millions of lives at risk is more important or less important than the economy. I'd rather live in a fucking depression than die from a disease that is going to kill me in 3 days. So go fuck yourself. Oh, and if I didn't tell you, autoimmune disorder, asthma, and heart disease. So if I catch this shit, I'm going to die 3 times faster than you. But you don't give a shit because you're more worried about your fucking money. So go fuck yourself. And when I die, I want them to play this at my fucking funeral.